Hi guys, what's up good people? It's Lynn Princess again with a very inspirational video. Kindly, if it's your first time in my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and make sure you don't lose or miss any upload. Today I want to briefly talk about two things: pressure of life and setting standards. Guys, it has come to my realization that some of us are living the life that we never thought we would live. We all had goals and dreams while growing up. By 25, I'll have married. By 25, I'll be in a very stable job. By 20 what, I'll be driving my car. By 20 what, I'll be married to a very rich man. Unfortunately, reality has hit most of us that we are past 25 or even lesser than 25, but according to the dreams and to the goals that we had set for ourselves, we have achieved quite a little or even nothing. But then that's not a reason for despair. That's not a reason to give up. That's not a reason to see ourselves as meaningless, ourselves as losers, ourselves as I don't know what. Guys, there is no manual for life. Life doesn't come with a manual that you begin this way, you proceed this way, and then finally you do this. No. And believe you me, success has no deadline. Succeeding at 21, it's okay. And we thank God for those who are successful at that age. But still, being successful at 41, it's still fine because that's God's plan for you. As long as you did your best, you toiled enough, you prayed, and you kept on working for the best. Guys, some of us have connections, and that's the reason we are rich at probably 24. Unfortunately, there is a huge number of us who the only connections we have is God, and God is all we know. We know no one in the government. We know no one in big companies except God. And if God decides to bless you at 22, then fine. If God still decides to bless you at 29, who are you to complain? And who is there to make you feel you're kind of late, you're kind of, I don't know, a loser? Who said that by this age you should have achieved 1, 2, 3? Pressure of life should not make you feel like you're not worthy it, you're not enough, you're lesser good than your colleagues and your peers. And we should just stop comparing ourselves with other people. The fact that I'm 24 like you doesn't mean we have the same achievements of life. The fact that I'm 26 and you're 26 doesn't mean that we sit and compare ourselves and you make me feel like as your peer I have lost it in life, as your peer I have lost the track. That is not the way. Your story is different, my story is different, my pace is not your pace, and I think we should give each other space to walk our pace. As long as you put God first, you trust that God is making things work out for you, and you work hard. You don't just live there and say God's time will come. It doesn't come miraculously. But if you do your best and you just put God first and you try your best, you wake up early, you go hustle, and I believe someday in life things will fall in place. But now the problem comes in the second thing that I want to address: setting standards in life. Guys, you find you're living in a house that is the rent is 10,000 and your basic salary for your job is 5,000. For heavenly sake, how will it be possible at the end of the month to pay your rent, which is 10,000, to do shopping, if you're a lady, to do your hair, your nails, your face, and all that? It's impossible. And for heaven's sake, you'll not kneel and pray and tell God to make things work out when it's a matter of fact that you can also see it impossible. We should all realize to live according to our class. Just live according to what you can achieve without struggle. Guys, we are not born poor, and poverty is not our goal. Poverty is not our thing, but we're not poor just because we're living a very low standard of life right now. Tomorrow will come, we'll blossom. Tomorrow will come, we'll have very great investments, very great things. But at this moment that God has not blessed you to be that financially stable, just plan your life and live according to the limit that you can achieve. Most of the relationships are failing nowadays because you expect your boyfriend to provide or to offer to you what you know it's quite impossible. And probably because most of us who set standards, you tend to find ways of getting the money to sustain your lifestyle, regardless of what that costs. And that's the reason we're mercilessly taking people's husbands and making them our sponsors. Simply because you've already set a life that you must achieve, you must live according to that standard, and you're not financially fit for it. So you go out doing sex for money, sorry to say, you go out doing anything that can give you money to sustain your lifestyle. And that's bad because you push away a guy with vision just because you feel he's not enough, he's not providing enough, he's not treating you like a queen the way you expect to be treated in a relationship. Not because he's not doing much, but because he's doing what is according to his level of financial stability. So I think we need to just sit with yourself in your own room, in your own world, and just try to reason out and say, am I living according to my standards? If you find yourself struggling just because you want to buy a new shoe that is worth, I don't know, 3,000, and you know very well 3,000, if you get 3,000 out of your salary, you'll be doomed. You'll just not have shopping for that month. So just buy what is in your budget. Just do what is okay for you, because I don't see why you have to struggle to get very expensive dresses when you can still get very pretty dresses at a cheaper price. And for heaven's sake, you go out to hustle and get, I don't know, money for stick-ons. Must you have stick-ons to look pretty? My friend, you must not have stick-ons to look pretty. If you can just achieve having gel or just something pretty but cheaper, just go for that. It's a matter of time. You financially be stable someday and you'll be able to achieve all that. So don't accept the pressure of life to put you in a situation you cannot wish to find yourself in, and don't accept to set a standard that you cannot achieve, because you live a life of pressure, you live a life of fear. If we are used to you presenting yourself as the KFC lady, for example, if you find yourself in a kibandaski, you feel so embarrassed when your friends see you. Just live a life that you'll always be comfortable being wherever you are, and God will bless you, because I believe He blesses a humble heart. And God has a plan for us, for every one of us, and let's all walk our pace. Let's avoid pressure, social media. In all this, most of these celebrities are advertising some brands, and they're not actually paying for that. They are getting paid to advertise for that. And you realize a specific celebrity looks so pretty in cute dresses, and you also want to get all of them in 1 month. And mark you, this girl or this nigger is just doing that as a job, and they get dressed by a certain company, and that's how they survive, and that's how they glow in Instagram. And then there you are, you want to glow like them, and unfortunately you have no money, so you end up in risky and very bad relationships just to have money. You end up doing anything for money. Of course, yes, I know we all like a good lifestyle, we all like a soft life, and as we always say, life is short, we should all enjoy it, but enjoy it with caution. Enjoy life doing the right thing. Don't be the reason someone closes their door and kneels and cries to their God. For heaven's sake, never be the reason someone sheds their tears. It never goes unrewarded. I believe karma is a real bitch. In as much as God said, God says, vengeance is mine. God will always revenge for these people. And trust you me, I know He does. So let's try to live a life that is within our budget, and God will bless us. Kindly subscribe and share to your friends. Thank you.